Okay, starting a new unit on the formation of the American Constitution and government. Our first form of government prior to the Constitution we have today was called the Articles of Confederation. And the Articles were created, and they were weak and end up failing and having to go back and rewrite the Constitution afterwards. But we'll talk about why the Articles fail here. Okay, the Articles of Confederation in 1781 was the first central government of the United States. Congress was a unicameral legislature with delegates and representatives from each state. The main power of Congress involved foreign affairs. All 13 states had to agree to all amendments, and 9 of the 13 states had to agree on all federal laws. All right, unicameral means one house of a legislature. Today we have a bicameral system. We'll talk about that. Okay, Congress could raise armies, so these are the powers granted under the Articles of Confederation. Okay, Congress could declare war. Also, Congress can sign treaties. But Congress could not do this, and the government could not raise taxes or raise tariffs and have trade barriers. Okay, Congress could not raise revenue through taxes, and also Congress could not regulate trade and collect tariffs, which are taxes on imported goods. Okay, under the Articles of Confederation, the states had more power than the federal government. So taxation and law enforcement, and the Articles of Confederation had a weak federal government on purpose because they were afraid of their experiences with the British monarchy and Parliament. Okay. So here we are. This is the White House. This is representing the United States, and we have a foundation that our entire nation is built on. And when you build a house, you need to have a strong foundation or your house will collapse. So this is the USA, and here are the Articles of Confederation, not a very strong foundation. But our new Constitution that's adopted is. Hooray. Okay, why did the Articles of Confederation end up failing? Currency. The United States did not have a common currency. As you can see here, these are actual notes from New York and one from Massachusetts. You'd have to exchange your currency coming from one state to another. So there was not a common form of currency. Americans carried money from the federal government, state governments, and even foreign nations. Okay, merchants stopped accepting money from outside of their own state, causing a lot of money to become worthless, and this caused an increase in inflation. Inflation are expenses, or how much things cost, plus your wages, how much money you're making, your income, at a decrease will equal inflation, and therefore your money isn't worth as much as it used to be. Also, the national debt. Congress could not tax the people and depended on money from the states. Therefore, the U.S. was unable to pay its debt. The U.S. owed money to France, Holland, Spain for loans made during the Revolution. The U.S. had not paid many of their own soldiers. Also, international and domestic problems. The U.S. lacked military power to defend itself against Great Britain and Spain, and the states acted as individual countries and seldom agreed on anything. Connecticut and Virginia almost went to war over land claims, would be an example. Also, under the Articles, there lacked a judicial branch or any kind of Supreme Court or national court system. Also, there was not an executive. There was no president or chief executive. And also, like we said before, Congress was unicameral, only had one house. Laws were difficult to pass, needing the approval of 9 states, and Congress was responsible to the states, not to the people. Congress had no power to collect taxes, regulate trade, make money, or establish a military. So it's back to the drawing board for the American Constitution. That's what we'll cover next.